I'll tell you the question here. Question is find a unit vector perpendicular to each of the vector a plus b and a minus b. Now a and b is given. Vector a is given as 3i plus 2j plus 2k and vector b is given as I plus 2j minus 2k. Now see what they are saying. Find a unit vector perpendicular to each of vectors a plus b and a minus b. Means your job is first you calculate vector a plus b. So suppose vector p is your vector a plus b. So means you add a plus b first. So you add 3 and 1 4i, 2j and 2j plus 4j and 2k and minus 2k 0k. Okay, now you go for vector q. Consider a minus b is vector q, a minus b. For this you subtract both, like 3i and I is your 2i and 3i and I is your 2i. After that you further subtract 2j minus j 0j, and after that 2k and 2k subtracting, so it is going to be 4k. Now see, because we have got these two vectors, so we have to find out carefully. You see, find a unit vector perpendicular to each of vectors. You have to find out unit vector. Means what? First you find out vector perpendicular to p and q both. Means p is this one and q is this one. So how will you find out that? First you find out p cross q value. So p cross q value will be a vector which is perpendicular to p also and q also. How can we be sure? See, this is vector p and this is vector q, just an example. So p and q you will find out like p cross q using screw rule, right? Screw rule. So when you are turning the screw like this screw will go up. So this vertical vector which is p cross q, this is perpendicular to p also and this is perpendicular to q also. Okay, so this p cross q what you have calculated here, means we have to calculate actually, because we have seen vector and vector here. This vector p and q will give you further a new vector. Suppose this new vector is r vector. Now for this r vector you calculate unit vector. Means unit vector of vector r is nothing but vector r divided by mod of r. I hope you understood. Okay, I am explaining screw rule again. Screw rule means how will you know that a direction of p cross q? So to know the direction of p cross q, you have to put one screw here. After that, how do you tighten the screw? So you have two ways. Either you can go for p cross q, it means from p to q, or you can go for q cross p. They are not same actually, they are not same. So when you are turning the screw such that you are going from p to q, then this screw will go up. And when you are turning the screw from q to p, then screw will come down in our real life. Okay, so where the screw is shifting, upward or downward, that will be the direction of the product. Okay, in case of p cross q, screw will go up because we are tightening the screw from p to q, but in opposite q to p you are losing the screw, so screw will come down. Okay, now I'm taking very good question. Here you see the next question is, if a unit vector a makes angles pi by 3 with I, vector I, and comma pi by 4 with j, and an acute angle theta with vector k. Okay, make sure what are they. Actually see, there is a unit vector a. What is the meaning of unit vector? Length of the vector will be 1. That is making angle pi by 3, pi by 4 and theta angle. 3 angles are there with I, j and k. Cap means what? They are representing axis system. This is your x-axis which is represented by I cap, and suppose this is your y-axis which is represented by j cap, and this is your k-axis which is z-axis represented by cap k. Now I have some unknown vector. The name of the unknown vector is vector a, and length of this vector is unity, that's why it is unit vector. Now this vector a is making angle pi by 3 with I, and angle pi by 4 with j, and some unknown angle theta with k. Okay, now what we have to do, we have to find out theta, this theta angle, because one thing is sure, that the unit vector means length of the vector is 1, that is sure. It means what? Magnitude of the vector is 1. This is given. We have to find out theta value. Okay, now what kind of approach we have to calculate theta value? See, very simple approach. First of all, angle of the a with respect to I is pi by 3 given. It means this vector a, if you will do dot product with I, it is going to be mod of a plus mod of I into cos 30 degree, because pi by 3 means, cos 60 degree, because pi by 3 means 60 degree. So this guy will be 1, this guy will also be 1, because they both are unit vectors. I is unit vector in x direction, a is already a unit vector, so 1 into 1. And cos 60 value, what is cos 60 value? 1 by 2, so into 1 by 2. And left side a dot I. Now what is the meaning of a dot I? So this a vector is actually unknown, so first our job is to define vector a. So here let your vector a is xi plus yj plus zk. Okay, so when you are taking dot product, then only I and I you will multiply together, right? So I mean I component of a you will multiply with I, so x into 1 is going to be x. So we got our x component as 1 by 2. Are you comfortable, everyone? I mean you. Now in exactly similar way, we are going to attempt for this angle pi by 4. So let's do in this way. Again exactly same way, vector I am taking dot product with direction j, then I will be getting vector a magnitude into vector j magnitude into cos 45 degree, because pi by 4. So now this time I am going to multiply only j component, so j value I have considered as y. Okay, so this y is equal to 1 into cos 45 1 by root 2. So I got y value also 1 by root 2. And now I have to calculate z value. So z value I cannot calculate because this theta is unknown. So for that I have a very good technique. That good technique is, already I know it is a unit vector. Unit vector means, you can see whenever the vector is unit vector, then its value will be 1. It means what? Under root x square plus y square plus z square must go for 1. Okay, so till now you copy, then I will change the page. Now you see the main trick. Main trick is x square plus y square plus z square is equal to 1. Now I have done x value and y value, so 1 by 2 and 1 by root 2. So I will substitute here 1 by 2 and 1 by root 2. But if I do so, then only I am able to get my z value. Okay, I am changing the page. See here, under root, now see 1 by 2 square plus 1 by root 2 square and plus z square, this is going to give me 1. So 1 by 2 square is, I mean 1 was x value, 1 was y value, all clear. So under root 1 by 4 plus under root 1 by 2 plus z square is equal to 1. So from here I got my z value as, square this, so you have to add this. So 3 by 4 plus z square is equal to 1. You take square root of both sides, then this guy you send this side. So z square is equal to 1 minus 3 by 4. So this is going to be 1 by 4. So z value is going to be plus minus 1 by 4. Now see, z value is going to be plus minus 1 by 4. Sorry, very sorry, plus minus 1 by 2. 1 by 2. Okay, now what is our job? We will apply again the same concept. If you see the previous page here, this angle was theta. So now I will further do this kind of and this kind of dot product with in z direction, means in this k cap. So if I further do like this, if I do here, my a dot I am taking with k cap, then I'll be getting mod of a plus mod of k cap and then cos theta. This time theta is unknown. Okay, so this a value is nothing but the z value, like, because already we know a is equal to xi plus j yj plus zk. So this time this coefficient I will multiply with k, so I am going to get z only. So z is equal to, now I am going to get clearly cos theta. So now see the chances here. If this z I am taking plus 1 by 2, then I will be having one value of cos theta. I can also take z value as minus 1 by 2, then I'll be having another value of cos theta. But actually in the question itself it is mentioned theta is acute angle. In the question itself it is mentioned. Okay, so acute angle means, if you see the cos diagram, cos graph, so cos graph goes like this, right? So at the angle less than 90 degree you have 1 by 2 here at this angle. So only that angle, means angle less than 90 degree will be my correct answer, means positive angles. So only plus 1 by 2 I will approach. So theta is equal to 60 degree. Did you understand? Now I am taking another question. Now see, in another question you have we have to show that a minus b cross a plus b is equal to 2 times a cross b. Actually what happens, sometimes these type of problems used to appear in competitive exams where this guy will be coming as option. It's like they used to ask that this cross this, which of the option is correct? Option 1 is a cross b, option b is a plus b cross a, these kind of options. Second option is like a cross b, third option is like 1 by 2 a cross b. These kind of options they used to frame. Anyway, but see in the same proof they used to. Now see how to solve the numerical, because it is a cross product here. So exactly same, like copy paste, like this guy you take cross product here in this bracket, then it will look like a, this one a cross this one a. Done. Now we'll go for next step. In next step very similar, this this a I will multiply with b plus a cross b. Then I will further go and I will choose this b now here, I'll multiply here, so minus b you cross with a, and then this b you again cross with this guy, so minus b cross b. Now you understand this. These two people, here you have one small change, you have to understand that change. We know that if you have a vector a here and vector b here, then a cross b will go upward. So upward will be your a cross b, and b cross a will go downward. So direction wise if you see, they are equal but opposite. It means this guy I can write as minus, it is negative opposite of this, so minus a cross b I can write. So this one I can replace as minus a cross b, so it will become plus a cross b there. Okay, so a cross a I am leaving as it is, and this minus b cross b also I am leaving as it is. After that, here there is a game, a cross b, and one more time a cross b. I hope no doubt this part I changed to this, so minus chown. Okay, very good. Now see, here and here there is a very popular idea, if same vector you will do cross with same vector, answer goes to 0 always. Why answer goes to 0 always? Because they have no angle between them, they have 0 angle between them. See the idea, a cross a, if you follow this procedure, mod of a, then mod of a, and then sine theta. So what is the angle between a and a? 0 only, because they are same vectors. So sine 0 value is 0, that's why the entire multiplication goes 0. So according to this concept, this guy goes 0, this guy goes 0, and here you will add them, and finally you are getting 2 times A cross B. So you will choose, you will say that hence proved. Some students in hurry burry, they put, even for this cross they can put cos theta here, but no, in case of A dot A, this answer will be A square cos theta, but in case of A cross A, this answer is 0 because sin theta. So I'll change the page. You see, actually A dot B comes as A B cos theta, where these people are in modulus, and A cross B comes as A B sin theta. Now let's go for another question. These questions are easy, but we should practice this. This another question is find lambda and mu value if bracket 2i plus 6j plus 27k. Now this bracket closed, and actually I should put bracket like this, one small bracket here, a small bracket closed, then I'm putting cross, then I'm putting another bracket, and I'm putting I, vector I plus lambda j and plus mu k. Okay, and this total bracket close is equal to 0. It means when I'm multiplying this and this as a cross product, my answer is coming 0. In that case, we have to find out lambda value and mu value. So what will I do? Lambda value and mu value. Actually, these kind of questions also some students like they feel difficult, but best idea is you first go ahead for the cross product. So cross product we always do like this, like you can take cross product method. What is the method? Method is easy. You put your this thing, you put I, j, k, and now you start filling. So fill this, this and this, like 2, 6 and 27. Then you put 1 lambda and mu, 1 lambda and mu. After that using I you expand. So when you will put I here, then it will come as a bracket 6 times mu minus lambda times 27 in one bracket you can say for I, then you go for minus j, then 2 times mu will come, minus 27 will come, and plus if you go for k, then k lambda 2 and 1 6. Okay, so 2 lambda minus 6 will come. Now you can see here, because total answer is coming 0. How I know? Because it is given. Total answer is coming 0. It means what? All the coefficients should be 0. This guy should be 0. So you make equation 1. 6 mu minus 27 lambda should be 0. Then from here also you develop equation. 2 mu minus 27 should be 0. From here also you make equation. 2 lambda minus 6 is equal to 0. So here lambda is equal to 6 by 2 is equal to 3. We got lambda value, and we got here 27 by 2 mu value. Right? Now let's go ahead for another best question. See, these vector questions are really amazing, very basic, easy, but important to practice. Given that A dot B is equal to 0 and A cross B also is equal to 0. So what do you conclude about the vectors AB? About the vectors A and B, sorry, small a and small b, A and B. So idea is very simple. If A dot B is equal to 0, it means mod of A into mod of B into cos theta is equal to 0, which makes sense. Either this can go 0 or this can go 0, or angle between them is 90 degree. Three things are possible. Okay, but what are we getting from A cross B is equal to 0? See, this guy will look like mod of A into mod of B into sin theta. Now this guy says from this we are getting similar thing. Either this guy is 0 or this guy is 0 or this guy is 90 degree. But point is, because this this is also being followed and this is also being followed. So no doubt theta is under controversy. Sorry, here 0 degree, very sorry. Theta is under controversy. Actually meeting got over. Now see again, because both are being followed in the same question, both are 0. So see, it means according to this cos theta, if you see, your theta is 90 degree. According to this theta, if you see, your theta is 0 degree. So definitely they are not common things. So these people are not satisfying us. It means what? We cannot comment anything about theta, because if I will consider this theta as 0, then this guy cannot be 0. If I consider this theta as 90, then this guy cannot be 0. It means now on which point we are going to focus our discussion. So one thing is sure, theta cannot be 0 degree and 90 degree at a time. So definitely we understood the logic. It means either your mod of A is equal to 0 or your mod of B is equal to 0. Only these situations are possible. And you know, in some competitive exams they ask like this: option 1, mod of A can be 0, option 2, mod of B can be 0, option C, theta can be 90 degree, option D, all can never be correct, because theta can never be 90 degree, because if theta is 90 degree, then this will not be satisfied. So only option A and option B will be correct. Anyway, main thing is students should be able to make a comment about this question. So comment is either this guy is 0 or this guy is 0. Clear? Now a totally different question. With the help of vectors, we are going to calculate the area of triangle if vertices is given. Suppose I am giving you a triangle, and in this triangle I am giving you 3 points. Like I am giving you one vector here, and I am giving you one vector here, and I am giving you one vector here like this, and I am giving you a name like A, B, C. So vector A is having its own coordinates. So that coordinate I am giving as 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. Sorry. B I am giving as vector 2, 3, 5, and C I am giving as 1, 5, 5. So our job is to calculate the area. So to calculate the area, you can choose any two side. You can choose AB vector, because this vector is AB in this direction, and then you can choose AC vector, like from point A you can choose AC vector. Always remember, AC vector is nothing but minus of CA vector. Okay, so anyway, this point what I said, minus of CA vector, is not important for this particular case. So from this point you can choose a vector in this direction and a vector in this direction. This is one way. Or from this point you can choose one vector here and one vector here, another way. Or from this point you can choose one vector here, one vector here. This is another way. 3 methods are there to find out area. And why I said all the 3? Because in competitive exams, in 3 MCQ or MSQ questions, they may drop all the 3. Let's understand this in this way. So area, this area formula I am using using point A. So area is equal to half into now mod of C. I am making one vector in direction of AB cross in direction of AC. Okay, it means what? First I have to develop the vectors using coordinates. So how will you develop vector AB? So to develop vector AB, you need the concept of B minus A concept. B minus A, opposite, subtract opposite values, like 2 minus 1, like here you have 2 and here you have 1. 2 minus 1, I, AB value I am developing. Then 3 minus 1, 3 minus 1, J. Then 5 minus 2 plus 5 minus 2, K, right? Then you see I plus 2J plus 3K. This became our vector AB. In same way, let's develop vector AC. So to develop vector AC, you subtract like C values minus A values. So C values are here. So 1 minus 1, 0I, then 5 minus 1, 4J, and then 5 minus 2, 3K. Okay, so we got our vectors. Then our job is to do cross product, and after that you have to take mod. So now because we have to take cross product, so there we may do mistake in the cross product. So AB vector, when we do cross product with AC vector, then directly I am writing the main answer, final answer. It must come 6 minus 6i minus 3j plus 4k. And when you will be taking mod of this, then that mod you have to find out, and that mod will come as under root 61, and then you put 1 by 2 here, so 1 by 2 here, so 1 by 2 here, so that became your final answer, 1 by 2 of mod of AB cross AC. Copy down this. Now we are going for another shape based very important problem. One vector is given like this and another vector is like this, and from here again one vector is like this and again one vector is like this, and it is actually a parallelogram. So name is like vector AB here, then vector BC here, then vector DC here, like this is the name. 1 minute. So let's continue this. So vectors are given and we have to find the area of this parallelogram. So one thing is sure that it is a parallelogram and adjacent sides are given. Now you see here, whatever value I will decide for AD, automatically it will be equal for BC, because lengthwise and direction wise AD and BC are same. In my diagram AD looks somewhat shorter, but in reality they are exactly equal. So because it is a parallelogram, so AD and BC, they are exactly same vectors. So if you change the position of vector, that does not change the vector. Vector changes only because of two things, because of its length and because of its direction. So if length and direction, these things are not being changed, vector will not change. I mean to say, if the same vector I will replace, if the same vector I will replace, I'm not able to perform this. Something earlier I was able to do this, but now I'm not able to do this. It's been distorted. No. Anyway, I mean to say, if the same vector you will change the position here, then vector does not change. To change the vector, you have to change either length or the direction. So two vectors they have mentioned. They have not given their names. They are only saying adjacent edges. So vectors are given as vector A is equal to, they have given A here and B here. So vector A is equal to I minus j plus 3k, and vector B is equal to vector B is equal to 2i minus 7j plus k, and our job is to calculate A cross B. So because when you are calculating A cross B, this is going to be the area of parallelogram. So you just mention here, area of parallelogram is mod of, because area is vector quantity, that's why you will be only calculating magnitude. So A cross B. So again simple, to calculate A cross B, what will you do? You will put matrix and then you will put I, J, K, and then coefficients of A, so 1, minus 1 and 3, coefficients of B 2, minus 7 and K. So this is going to give you the final answer, and then you have to take the mod of that answer. So the final vector will come as you just copy here, 20i plus 5j minus 5k, and when you will be calculating the magnitude, then it will come as 15 root 2, the magnitude of this. Copy this. So now I'm changing for the another good question. See here, actually let the vectors A and B be such that mod of A is equal to 3 and mod of B is equal to root 2 by 3. Then vector A cross vector B is a unit vector. Now see how they are twisting the question. Unit vector. If the angle between A and B is, like for what angle this A cross B will behave like a unit vector. So they are asking, so 4 options they have given: pi by 6, pi by 4, pi by 3 and pi by 2. So it is again easy task to solve, because this time we know that it is a unit vector and we separately know their magnitudes. So because A cross B value is given as unit vector, so I'll go for this formula, that A cross B is nothing but mod of A mod of B sine theta, and they are saying this A value as 3 and this B value is root 2 by 3 and sine theta. And if I take the mod of this, then this mod is coming as 1. So according to this, if you see, I am getting 3 will get cancelled, root 2 will come this side, so sine theta will appear as 1 by root 2. So now we can clearly judge what is the angle coming. So it is nothing but pi by 4, so means 45 degree. So this option is correct. Now we have very good question for area of rectangle. So I have a rectangle like this. Rectangle name is A, B, C and D. Actually question is mentioned like this: area of rectangle having vertices A, B, C, D and and D with position vectors. Now 4 vectors are given with position vectors minus I plus j by 2 plus 4k. This is one position vector, and this one is for A, and comma I plus j by 2 plus 4k, j by 2 plus 4k, wait, I plus j by 2 plus 4k. Now this guy for B, and for 2 more, and another one is I minus j by 2 plus 4k, and another one is minus I minus j by 2 plus 4k. So for all these 4 points A, B, C, D, their position vectors are given. You understand what is the meaning of position vector? Position vector means if I draw x, y, z system here, then with respect to origin, this vector for A is this. Means if I say vector A, position vector RA, and from the origin if I join this vector I will say RB, and if I join this vector I will say RC, if I join this RD. It means what? From the origin 4 vectors are going like this, and they are giving us vertices, and if you connect those vertices, then they are making a rectangle, and your job is to calculate the area of this rectangle. I hope you are able to visualize this. So again, idea is very clear. Vertices, I mean in case of parallelogram or in case of rectangle, they both will follow the same concept. So any one vertices you can consider as your reference. So consider this as A, this A I am considering as my vertices. So I will calculate vector AB and I will calculate vector AD, and then I will go for cross product. So area is equal to mod of AB vector plus AD vector. Now problem is these vectors are not AB, AD. These vectors, if you consider O origin, then these vectors are OA, OB, OC and OD. So what is AB vector? So to how first to develop the AB vector. So to develop AB vector, you should write OB vector minus OA vector, and then you develop AD vector first. So AD vector is nothing but OD vector minus OA vector. So all the values given here, OB is given, AB is given, OD is given, OA is given. Those values substitute here in all the 4 places, and then you will be finding out your AB and AC values. So I am changing the page. Your AB value, when you will subtract like this OB minus OA, then it will come final as 2i plus 0j plus 0k, and your no, actually see, I will show the diagram first. Actually my AD vector is here. I am finding out AB vector, sorry, I am finding out AB vector, and after this AB vector which is here, I am finding out AD vector. So in case of AD vector, you need OD minus OA. Okay, now see Some people can solve the same question in this way. Let's understand. This is A, B, C, D. Okay. Suppose I'm putting arrow like this, then I'll put arrow like this. If I'm putting arrow like this, then I'll put arrow like this. Okay. Then actually what will happen? If you are finding out AD, then someone may find out BC because they are same vectors. It means someone may look for BC. It means in option your area may come as area BAB cross area AD, or in one option they can say area AB cross area BC. They both will give you same area. Okay, or maybe AB they can replace with DC also, because these two vectors are also same. Okay, so you can also find out AD and BC, they both are same. If you are finding out BC, then OC minus OB you will do. Okay, then anyway your final answer when you do the vectors, then final last answer will come as 2. The final area of this will come as 2. And you can do one more thing, the trick. If you have objective exam paper, okay, like any exam, like in IIT JEE or in physics also you can get this question in NEET or in any exam, AD vector, you find out its value, magnitude, and multiply with this magnitude, because you know in case of rectangle, length into width gives you direct area. That is also one small trick. But what kind of trick will come in your mind, it depends how practiced you are. So actually some more problems are there, so I was not free, so I thought okay, at least all these good questions I should collect. They all are actually basic vector important questions. They are not from the complete vector. In vector you have some vectors, they are related to 11th class study, 12th class study, right? Your basic. So from there you should be very good. So those important questions I have collected here, and I hope you enjoyed the lecture. And if still you have not joined for GATE Aerospace preparation, then join me immediately for GATE Aerospace Engineering preparation. I have qualified GATE Aerospace exam 6 times, and I am teaching for GATE Aerospace students. It's been 8+ years. You can just go through my lectures, and you can go through my descriptions. Stay for few days on my channel, and lot of aerospace contents are available here. So thank you.